Hello, in this video we'll show you how to replace the fuel filter on Nissan Juke 1.5 DCI. The fuel filter on this car is located in the engine bay area. It's located just behind the engine, just down there, just over there. Just there. To get access to the fuel filter, we need to remove this plastic cover. It's held by this bolt right there and another bolt on the other side. If the video is useful, please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. We also need to remove the two plastics that hold the cover on the top, one on this side and one on the other side. We're not going to remove the plastic cover completely, we're just going to put it to the side, but in order to do that we need to remove this wiper arm as well. I removed the nut for the wiper arm. Now I'm going to mark the exact position of the wiper arm before removing it. And now that the wiper arm is removed, I can move this plastic cover to the side, and now I'm going to remove this metal plate, and these are all the bolts that we need to remove. Once I remove those bolts, I'm not going to remove the metal plate completely. I'm just going to lift it up, and it will give me enough space to get access to the fuel filter. Here you can see I lifted up the metal plate, and now I have much more access to the fuel filter. I'm going to put something underneath this metal plate to hold it in a lifted position, and now I'll be able to remove the fuel filter. Next, I need to remove all the fuel lines that are connected on the fuel filter. To do that, I'm going to use pliers to push the tabs on the two sides on these fuel lines. These are the pliers that I'm going to use. 2 or 3 of the fuel lines are with tabs that need to be pushed on the two sides, and once you push the two tabs, then maybe use a screwdriver and just lift up the fuel line and it will disconnect. The rest of the fuel lines are with just one tab, which you need to push maybe with your finger or with a screwdriver, and then lift up the fuel line and it will disconnect. There isn't much space to show you exactly how I'm removing the fuel lines, so I'm going to remove them and then I'll show you the tabs on the fuel lines which you need to press. Now that all the fuel lines are disconnected, we just need to lift up the fuel filter housing, and then we'll be able to take it out. And that's the fuel filter out. Now I'll show you a closer view of the fuel lines. These are the two fuel lines that there is 2 tabs on them, and you need to press both tabs either with the pliers or with your fingers, and then maybe use a screwdriver just to pry out the fuel line. And the other type of fuel line is this one with just one tab. You need to press that tab maybe with your finger or with a screwdriver, and then pull out or pry out the fuel line from the fuel filter. They're not that hard to remove as long as you use your both hands. And these are the other few lines. You can see this one is with one tap and the other one is with two taps. Now I'm going to put on the new fuel filter. This is the part number for it. Here on where the fuel lines are connecting, there is different color dots, and these dots should correspond with the fuel lines. The taps on the different fuel lines are different colors, so they should correspond with the color on the fuel filter. Now I'm going to put the fuel filter in place and then connect the fuel lines. That's all the fuel lines connected. Next I'm going to prime the fuel system. To prime the fuel system, there is no electric fuel pump in the fuel tank. There is a mechanical hand pump which is next to my hand right there. We need to press that pump for about a minute or so, or maybe a minute and a half, until we feel that the pump you can't press it anymore. It's not that easy to press it anymore. That means that all the air has been all the air is out and the fuel system has been primed. Like I said, you should press this hand pump for about a minute and a half, and you feel when the fuel filter is full of fuel. So now we can see that the fuel system is primed, because when I press the fuel filter it comes back very slowly. That means that fuel system is primed. Now I can go inside the car and start the car. So now I'm going to start the car, and after I start the car, maybe press the accelerator pedal for a little bit, and then I can release the accelerator pedal and then turn off the car. When you start the car, you might want to let it run for about a minute or so, just so that it bleeds itself out all the way, and then you can turn off the car. Hopefully the video was helpful. Please like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.